I'm particularly pleased that we have found a resolution to the issues associated with commercial vegetable growing. There's lots of talk that happen around this table in the media about ruminant animals and all the things that happen. One of the biggest challenges we have in production of food is the implications of vegetable growing and the losses to the receiving environment. And whilst we write plans and rules to reduce the effects of ruminant agriculture and nitrate losses and the like, we have certainly caught commercial vegetable growing in that same space. So I'm pleased that we have a workaround to allow those growers within the catchments to operate in a fair manner and an ability to grow their product on land and rotate as they need to do for agronomic reasons. And secondly, I'd just like to mention a tribute to Jason Holland for his work on the Heinz Drain Working Group recommendation. For those not aware, there's a recommendation came out of that working group for 2 or 3 drains in that area that had a significant amount of work done into them around augmentation of water flows, the biodiversity and biota in those drains, achieving all the outcomes that folk are looking for as we improve our environmental footprint. And there was a real question in our planning processes as we went forward within that zone whether those drains would be able to maintain the outcomes that they had achieved. So it has been a real challenge to find a planning option for it, and I noted in my conversation with Jason last week, just before his departure from Environment Canterbury, we were at a zone committee meeting, things were going backwards and forwards. Jason said, I think I have a way through, but I'm not sure. And my advice to him was, be brave, articulate it, do it. And we have reached this point today where we have achieved it. And it's nice to know that occasionally you do influence people, and he made a point of the note of taking the advice of being brave and achieving outcomes. So from those 2 points, just want to mention them because they are important in the communities that they are. And secondly, coming back to part B, OTOP and Waimakariri. And whilst some want to see it go faster, some want to see further reductions of nitrates, some want to see further tighter rules in achieving the outcomes that will protect the water within Christchurch. I also need to respect the people of the Waimakariri and the people that farm in the OTOP zones. The rules and stresses that are being put on those folk are like nothing we have put on farming or those communities to date in our planning processes. They are extreme to the point where in 10 to 15 years time there may not be certain types of farming in that environment. So whilst people might like to think that we could go harder, we could go faster, we're not talking just of individuals having pressures put on them. We are talking about whole communities having real pressures put on them. The economic and social pressures are going to be extreme in both those catchments. So I just, a wee bit of a shout out to the folk in those catchments who recognise what is coming to them and the changes that they will need to make to improve the outcomes for the rest of the community. Thank you.
Just very briefly, there's just one comment that I feel can't go unchallenged, and that is Councillor Sunckell's comments about the economic impacts of these proposals being extreme. Having been party to the detailed economic assessments of the OTOP process, and I can't speak to the detail of the Waimakariri, it would be inaccurate to call the economic on-farm impacts extreme. Thank you.